We have a full house here today for one of the bands that excites me most in all of music right now. I saw them for the first time at Riot Fest this past year. They blew me away. I had a great conversation with them on Q101's YouTube channel, A Case For Winona Fighter. What you guys are about to witness is A Case For Winona Fighter Round 2, live from the Q101 Lounge. So without further ado, let's bring out the band, Winona Fighter. How we doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, welcome back to Chicago.
Thank you, it's good to be back. I still haven't seen that frickin' bean yet, but it's on the list of things to do.
The thing with the bean is that you're gonna go there and you're gonna go, surely there's more to this. And then there's not.
I bet I'm gonna see that bean and it's gonna
be all you need.
It's
gonna heal you. You'll be healed.
I think the frequencies from the bean will cure me of whatever
that is.
Is going on.
Whatever's going on. I'm so glad you guys are here. I was doing prep for this interview by scrolling through your TikTok page, and I saw something extremely concerning that I do want to address at the start of the interview, which is, Coco, are you living in a house that has black mold in it?
We do need to text our landlord.
You put that on the internet?
I did. I just like to give the people little updates about my personal life. I don't know if it's black mold. It looks,
technically is black
really
and mold,
black.
but
It looks like the black.
we had a couple days off in between tour legs, and I was like getting stuff out of my office, and I looked up, and I was like, that hasn't been there before. And then I touched it and I started to feel really funny. I didn't feel good at all.
The type of thing that the bean might be able to help you with, essentially.
Exactly. I think the bean, if there is black mold in my house, which is a possibility, I heard they've got to take out some drywall and put some other things back in. I think that's pretty serious. I don't know. I'm not a general contractor, so I wouldn't know. But I think the bean will absorb the bean feeds off of black mold is what I think.
Well, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what everybody's saying. We talked at Riot Fest. That was a long time ago. That was September of 2024, which might as well have been 20 years ago. And in that conversation, you guys hadn't yet put out your record, which is now out. Congratulations, by the way. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
It was a lot of like, hey, 2024 has been crazy. You guys have been on the road. You've been recording an album. You've been preparing to put out an album. All of these crazy things. And then 2025, you doubled down and you said, what if we're on tour every single day of the entire year? And then when we're not on tour, we'll record a deluxe edition of Say Yes to the Chef. Bird's eye view. Give me the calendar of what 2025 has looked like so far.
Exhausting. Mm-hmm. We left for tour this headlining tour mid-February, and then we were on tour for about a month, and we had a month and a half off. But surprise, no, we didn't, because we thought to ourselves, we're young and fun. Let's go record a deluxe version of the record. So we did that for about a month and a half straight. And then we went to the UK for the first time, and then we came back here and immediately went back on tour. And I think we have 5 shows left, actually.
Wow.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
This is what I was going to ask, was you guys are going to wrap up your tour at Minnesota Yacht Club, which is a festival that we're sending Q101 listeners to. And we've told everybody, go see Winona Fighter when you're there in Minnesota. But once you step off stage there, you're done. This tour is all behind you. What's the thing you're most looking forward to doing when you get back home, other than taking care of your black mold?
Yeah, the black mold. Be good to see that again. Chloe and I
miss you, black mold.
Chloe and I have a Chihuahua named Elmo.
Shout out.
That we haven't seen in almost 2 months.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to see Elmo. I make myself a a really, really good dirty martini at the end of every tour. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
I just pick up an extra large pepperoni pizza with cheese sticks from Papa John's and just lock all the doors, put on a movie, and zone in.
Shout out Papa John's.
Shout out Papa John's. Troubled legacy of Papa himself, but we'll move past it.
Is that the one he's like the day of reckoning will come?
Yeah.
I've ordered
I'll
40
get
pizzas.
Pizza Hut. I'll get Pizza Hut this time.
I'm sure they're on the up and up. Nothing to worry about with Pizza Hut. I am curious, and again, this does go back to your TikTok page. I got a lot of intel there. When it comes to packing for a full U.S. tour, how stressful is that? Coco, walk me through the packing process of leaving for months at a time.
Oh, it's, you think you can pack, you think you pack 2 full suitcases, and then you're about 4 shows in and you're like, all of my clothes are wet and sweaty, and none of these venues have washer dryers, so it's a little nerve-wracking.
I packed the morning that we left.
Yeah.
So some
Don't
polar
throw this
opposites.
first, yeah.
Yeah, I pack at least 3 days before we leave my suitcase. Luckily, my sister makes a lot of my like stage clothes, so if I need something and she's like coming to one of the shows on the tour, I'm like, I need more pants. Bring me more pants. So that's really nice to have that.
I love that. I am curious about you all specifically. The gentleman so handsome, Coco absolutely stunning, but you operate in this small frame. And I was talking to somebody before you guys came into the lounge today, and he was like, she's just, when she performs, she's so angry. And I want to know where that anger comes from. So if you haven't seen Winona Fighter live, they're incredible. They're at the top of my list of bands I enjoy live, but you guys are so pissed off when you get on stage.
Yeah, for me, I think it comes from my mom is from the middle of nowhere, Alabama, and my dad is from Boston, Massachusetts. So I think I got a lot of that rage running through me.
Dan and I are Midwest guys, so maybe we just like keep it bottled up, and then we get on stage and we're like, now's the time to let loose, baby.
I feel like, I let it, like during the song, I'm like, and then as soon as it stops, I'm like, great. Wasn't that amazing?
Well, you guys do have a deluxe edition of My Apologies to the Chef that's coming out on September 5th. You can go pre-save that on your music streaming service of choice. On the deluxe edition, all of the songs that are on the original album are now going to be performed acoustically. Is that correct?
Yes.
What did you learn about yourself as a songwriter sitting down, deconstructing these songs and recording them in an acoustic version?
Great question.
Thank you.
I think for me personally, when you're like in the space that we're in the punk rock space, you, I think, can often feel like the lyrics get lost in the excitement and like the heaviness of the songs and the like fastness of the song. So like being able to break it down and like re-look at things that I wrote, like lyrics that I wrote, and be able to be like, oh wow, that's like pretty powerful. I thought that was like really cool for myself.
Are there any specific that jumped out to you that you can remember off the top of your head?
Yeah, I would say when the version we did of Don't Wallow is very, like, everyone we've shown it to is like, why am I choked up right now? So I think that was really cool. And then I think on like the kind of faster spectrum of things, I think redoing Are You Famous? Like, there are a couple lines in there that I'm like, whoa, girl, what hole are you crawling out of in that one?
Also on the deluxe edition is this song called Don't Get Close. And the first time I heard this, because I was like, oh, acoustic stuff, I love that. But also there's this brand new song. First time I heard this song, Don't Get Close, knocked my damn socks off. Couldn't believe what I was hearing. There are some songs that, take you a second to really get into. About halfway through that, I restarted it. I said, I got to hear this again. Tell me about that song, but also, can you explain to me how certain songs end up on the original album and certain songs end up on the deluxe edition, unless, of course, you just wrote that while you were recording the deluxe edition, then that would make sense.
And if I'm yapping too much, boys, please feel free to step in. You know me, I'll yap.
No, yeah, go for it.
No, I think with Don't Get Close, it was written maybe a little bit after we had like written the rest of the stuff for My Apologies to the Chef.
I actually looked. It was December 7th, 2023.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So when was that? Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to look it up actually.
Okay, so it was written in the. Oh, you know what? Because it was on. So when we chose what songs were going on the record, we wrote each one on a note card, laid it all out, and looked, and then picked. Okay, this one, like our roster almost, and then there were the other songs that got left behind, and Don't Get Close always just barely didn't make the cut. So when it came time to do the deluxe, we weren't going to add a new song, but I always felt like that song was really special and deserved its place on this record, because when we go into the next record, we want to do all new songs, because we've, I think, grown and evolved so much. So when it came time to do the deluxe, it was kind of a no-brainer. Let's add this song that we almost added 100 times. Why not just there was obviously something cool and special about it. So
I love that. 2 more questions, and then I'll shut up and let you guys play. Q101, of course, is playing You Look Like a Drunk Phoebe Bridgers, which is an excellent song title, an excellent song. I am going to ask if you can divulge the meaning behind the lyrics in that song.
yes. When I wrote You Look Like a Drunk Phoebe Bridgers, someone that I am very, very, very close to was in a really crappy situation in the music industry. And I'm the type of person who's I wish I could fix this problem. But there was nothing I could do about it. And I just had a lot of anger about it and frustration, because this person is extremely talented and was just getting their butt kicked every day. And, I think you hear about the horror stories of the music industry, but then when you witness it happening, it's oh my God, that's brutal, because it's such a beautiful thing. Music and the community it can create it is so beautiful. So for there to be evil people out there in that industry just kind of sucks. And you can say suck on the radio, just so everyone knows.
We did go over the words you can and cannot say before the lounge started today, and suck was on the positive list. You can say suck.
So yeah, I wrote You Look Like a Drunk Phoebe Bridgers, and I did not name it because I was a little nervous, because again, this was a person I was very close to, and the people that they worked with, it was an everyday thing. So I didn't want this song to come out and someone to be hey, I think that's about me, and just then ruin every chance we have as a band to make it in the industry. Now I'm much less scared of people in the industry. Watch out. But so I met Dan at a bar that night, completely sober, and a guy came up to me and he said, "Has anyone told you you look like the drunk version of a Phoebe Bridgers?" And my little sicko brain was that's an excellent song title. So yeah.
Let's talk about song titles. We'll end with this, because the last time I sat down with Winona Fighter, and I have these notes text to me, I normally never actually pick up these notes and look at them, but I have to get this just right. I said, "Winona Fighter, what's up with all these wacky song titles you guys have? Do you think you're Pete Wentz all of a sudden?" And they said, yes. And then they read me a notes app of future Winona Fighter song titles. These song titles included, there's 6 of them: I'm $20,000 in debt to Chase Bank, Caution, Even More Horses, this is in quotations, David Blaine, if you hear this, please call me, Perpetual Pasta Water, which is gross, Tailpipe Guzzlers, and again in quotations, Winona Fighter is here and there's no plan. 2-part question: have any of those songs been written yet? And number 2, can we hear more future Winona Fighter song titles?
This is why I brought my phone out here. Let me pull this out. Have any of those songs been written? No, but now that you bring it up, there are some great names in there.
Caution, Even More Horses is just, it's feeding me right now.
Yeah. So the story about that one, we wrote a song called Caution Horses. And so then we were well, what if there's even more horses in the next one, I guess? Okay, let's see. We've got people love the hot dogs from heaven. That's a good one. We have, hey, this one's Chicago themed. Big Beef, which is Big Bean with an F attached to bean at the end.
Classic.
I took too much NyQuil and now I've got to listen to the Hat Man stand-up routine. And one of Dan's favorites, I'm fast, I tried to warn you, and I'm loose.
And I think on that note, I have no more questions. Everybody make some noise for Winona Fighter.